Hey Zero, do you ever remember doing Alola?
Nope.
I don't.
Well, I do actually. I think we. I want to say we did it, but we have no evidence that we did it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I also I've from what I've witnessed, when you do a tier list, uh, the tier list stays as it is. And when I loaded up this tier list, I none of them were in any other place. So I guess we didn't do. I guess we didn't do Alola. So yeah, hi, Factutainment here. We are doing a Pokemon, the Lola Pokedex Pokemon
so
tier list.
despite playing Arceus and never actually Arceus, and having fun playing Arceus, and then playing Scarlet and Violet, and never actually finishing Scarlet and Violet. Although I did beat the Elite Four the first time round,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did all of the crater stuff. But I didn't go through and re-challenge every one league. Uh, I the last time I remember having like what I would consider like Pokemon hype was the first Alolan games.
That's fair. Uh, I think the last Pokemon games that I was kind of hyped for Scarlet and Violet, but like the last game that I was really hyped for was X and Y. Like I was so hyped for X and Y. Uh, it was a point in time where we had pre-ordered the game and we had put some money down on it, but when the game came out we didn't have the money to do it, like get it. But then I remembered we had like points with GameStop, and so I was able to use enough of those points to get it for free basically. And yeah.
I was like,
uh,
if you pre-order the game, doesn't mean you get it.
well, okay, so with the nature of pre-ordering, pre-ordering just makes it like okay, I'm gonna say this, but pre-ordering is very NFT coded, and where you like put some money down to like basically like, hey, I'm like this copy of the game that you're gonna have, uh, I get dibs on one of those copies.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought you just bought the whole thing ahead of time.
You can do that, but what's the word? The down payment that you put on the game can range from like only $5 to the full price. So basically, when you go to get it, uh, what's the word? When you go to get it, um, you either get it for free or you still have to pay some stuff off. Uh, Anyway, sorry, I'm pulling up the Lola decks so I can remember some of these fucking names. Uh, but first on the chopping block is Rowlet,
There's
uh,
birds. They're
Drax,
based off of now extinct birds, but they're birds.
and
Dartrix.
wait, what do you? Oh,
You
wait.
said Drax.
But you said that these guys are extinct. Like
That still means they're birds.
no, I mean like are these like birds like that went extinct because there was that big fire in Hawaii a couple
Oh no,
years
these were
back?
extinct like 100 years ago.
Oh, okay. Uh, Litten, how do we feel about the Incineroar Ryan?
One second. Yeah, they're based off of extinct Hawaiian owls.
Ah,
Sorry.
it's all good. I would say Litten's pretty cute. I'd put him at like a B or something.
Butter, 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 butter. Alright. Uh, so yeah, Bit Litton can go on B.
Okay,
Uh,
Torracat.
Torracat, I think Litten's an A. Torracat's a B.
Okay. And I already know what you're gonna say about Incineroar.
Uh, that it is stupidly annoying to play against a competitive.
Huh, I thought you were gonna bitch about it being on two legs.
That too. Also, it's just furry bait.
I mean, yeah, but hey, at least it's not a fire type. It's not a
furry bait.
No, I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I have no strong. Despite what you might think, I don't have any strong feelings about Incineroar, so I would say C. My son Poplio.
It's a circus seal clown thing.
Mm-hmm.
B.
Hell yeah. Brione. I think I said that wrong. Nope, that's Cutie Fly.
Not Brione.
That's Cutie Fly. Hang on. Where... There we go. Okay.
I like Brione's design. A tier.
Hell yeah. Okay. Primarina.
Water Fairy, also somewhat annoying to play against. They have like a thing at the unique signature move or something that does. Didn't they also have like Pixelate or something?
I don't know what Pixelate is exactly.
I believe Pixelate's a thing that turns any normal type move into a fairy.
Oh, is that an ability?
Yeah. Oh wait.
No, it's Liquid Voice. All sound based.
They have water type Pixelate, pretty much.
Yeah, and that move that you're talking about is called Sparkling Aria. The user bursts in the song, emitting many bubbles. Any Pokemon suffering from a burn will be healed by the touch of these bubbles. Not the best signature move. I kind of have a soft spot for Primarina because it's my first Alola Pokemon. I want to say S.
I thought Litten would be.
No, in Pokemon Sun, I picked Primarina first. I picked Poplio first because Poplio was best boy.
Oh.
This was also...
you saw your rival how get Incineroar, and you're like, oh damn it!
It should have been.
No. Well, yeah.
Also, Primarina's funny because like I don't know if you ever seen a picture of it, but somebody did a fake leak for Alola.
It was the horrifying, yeah.
Yeah, where they leaned real hard into the clown circus portion of like where this is coming from. But yeah, I kind of want to put her in S.
That also reminds me of there was a later leak that I saw where it was like for Scarlet Violet, and it was like, oh yeah, Fuecoco is gonna turn into and he did. He turned into a crocodile though, which was neat. But yeah, where do we put Primarine?
I put her in S because I like her overall, you know.
She's a bit too opera singer for me, but yeah, it's fine.
Right. And I can bump her down to A if you want.
Okay.
More
birds.
Pikipet, Peck, Trumbeak, and Toucanon.
Young Goose.
Yes.
So, I think it's alright. I want to say B tier.
Okay. Gumshoos.
So, Gumshoos has a very about itself. In that, unfortunately,
this bitch looks like Donald Trump.
Yeah, he looks exactly like Donald Trump.
So, what is he supposed to be based off of?
I think a mob boss.
That feels right. Hang on, let me pull up the Bulbapedia because Bulbapedia is really good at
Like, it's even down to the blonde hair. Like, looks so much like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
I think he's supposed to be a mob boss for a certain because of involving a certain Pokemon that's going to appear later on the list. But based on the naming convention, for some reason I thought it was okay. Of all Gumshoos appears to be based on a mongoose or honey badger with detective motifs reflected in how it stalks out Ratatinus. The fur on top of its head resembles a flat cap or a come-over hairstyle. Yeah, I can definitely tell it's a come-over. And then its naming origin is a mixture of gumshoe and mongoose. Okay, so what are we thinking of Donald Trump Ferret?
D.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Grubbin.
So, Grubbin itself is kind of unique looking.
Uh-huh.
D tier?
Did you say B or D?
B.
B, okay. Well, also you can say the same about
Chargebug's bug and its battery. A tier. And then I think Vicavolt's the first S tier for me.
Yeah, no, I okay, can I call something out though, because I remember the Galar. So Vikavolt looks cool. We can both agree on that. But like
I will say it looks, and I think the Pokedex talks about being fast as hell, but it's not that fast.
Didn't you give me shit for liking the Ladybug Pokemon from Galar? Because I thought it looked cool. Well, oh well. Okay, next Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the stats of Vikavolt.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna find this next bitch.
Oh, apparently it's designed slightly changed from Sun and Moon to Ultra Sun and Moon in terms of like its coloration.
Oh, how come?
And how many spikes it has on its mandibles. It's kind of funky.
I blame the liberal media. I'm kidding, no.
Yeah, so Vicavolt's base stat, like its stats, speed is its lowest.
Is it sluttiest?
It's got 77 HP, 70 attack, 90 defense, 145 special attack, 75 defense, and only 43 speed.
Huh.
And it's got Vika in its name.
What's wrong with Vika?
Vika means speed.
Oh, I see. Crab Brawler. It's a crab with punching gloves.
So Crabrawler itself, S tier.
Okay. Crabominable.
Crabominable. This was a letdown. It wasn't as much a letdown to me as many other people have said it was one of the worst designs in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's based off of Yeti Crab. It's neat. I didn't like how you had to wait so long to evolve your Crabrawler.
Oh, because you need to level it up while it's snowing?
No, you have to level up in a specific location in Simon.
Really?
You have to level up at the mountain, and that's like an in-game location.
Damn, that does take a long time.
Yeah.
Well, it seems you have more thoughts and feelings about Crabominal as compared to me, so what do you think?
I think it's okay design.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the arguments of like Crabrawler should have just been a single stage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with C tier.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's
bird.
Just a bird. Thank God it's only one version of the bird.
I guess all of the forms go in bird.
Yeah, if they were here. I prefer like the ghost dancing one. Oricorio.
Right.
I think that's how you say Cutiefly. You're a fan of Cutiefly, right?
Yeah, it's bug, it's fairy, S tier.
Hell yeah.
Along with Rabombi.
Hell yeah.
I remember this was like on my main team I think my main team was like, I remember someone convinced me to do the owl, and then I had it like 2 or 3 Alolan forms, and then I had Rabombi, and then I had I don't know the
I
last one.
I
Off the top
feel
of my head.
like I think I convinced you to take Rowlet because uh what's the word? Oof. Oh, that was gas. Sorry. Because what's the word? I took Poplio. Oh. And I promised you a Poplio if you got me a Rowlet or something along that
Okay,
line.
and then I think because it was like Alolan Marowak. I want to say it. Oh yeah, Wishy Washy. I had Wishy Washy on my team.
Yes, I definitely remember you really liked Wishy Wash.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a cool concept.
yeah. Rockruff.
Again, well, honestly, it's kind of like unfortunate. There's only one Lycanroc on here.
Oh no, the other Lackenrock's a little further down.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
because there's 2 more and they're all very unique. Rockruff, I like how it's a dog that's also a rock. Um, Overall, do I think they could have done more with the theme of a rock dog?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just having like, especially Rockruff is just like, it's a dog, but it has a collar made out of gems, and it hurts people when it like nuzzles up against them. Is just
Okay.
okay. So B tier.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Midday Lackenrock.
This is so I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that much like an improvement on Rockruff anyway. I want to say C tier.
So, do you want my very honest opinion?
What?
Rockruff into midday Lackenrock is how people would actually feel if a starter Pokemon that goes bipedal actually stayed on all fours. Because you have to admit, Midnight Lackenrock is way cooler looking than Midday Lackenrock.
Wasn't there 3?
Yes, there was a third version of Lackenrock. Hang on, I'm just putting in there for right now. Yes, Dusk form, but it does not look like Dusk form is right. It is here. Which is weird because, the Ultra Sun and Ultraviolet, uh, uh,
For what I'm looking at, I think Dusk form should have just been like midday Lycanroc, and if they're gonna do or because it really just feels like a palette swap of midday Lycanroc.
yeah,
I do think that if they were going to do a third evolution, they should have done something unique, like more unique.
and how can you get more unique than a dot so Rockruff into midday Lackenrock?
Cerberus,
Cerberus would have been interesting. Uh,
a Cerberus, and you could have made the other heads made of rock,
that would have been cool. Uh,
like stone carvings.
where do we want to put midnight Lackenrock real fast?
I'm gonna say
Okay, and then honorary mention of Dusk Lackenrock.
A. Yeah.
No, I mean like where we would put Dusk Lackenrock if we.
I want to say either C or B. On one hand, I like the colors more than midday. On the other hand, it really just feels midday with the palette swap.
Yeah, I would put it in B as well. Uh, Also, the evolution for Dusk form was really weird because, like with Midday Lackenrock, you could evolve it at any point in the day, and then Midnight Lackenrock, you could evolve it at any point in the day. But Dusk Lackenrock was very specific.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Washy Wishy.
Wishy Washy S tier.
Hell yeah.
I like its concept. I like its design.
Okay, Pocket Pussy, the Pokemon.
S tier.
I mean, Maramini. Yeah, I do like the concept of Maramini. Toxapex.
Also S tier.
Hell yeah. May I hear your reasoning?
So I just like they're based off like the crown of thorn starfish,
Oh.
and I like how they're a unique water poison type that isn't just jellyfish or poisonous or like quillfish.
So I did not think it was based off of a starfish. I thought it was a sea anemone.
I think it's both. Well, I think Marini is based off of sea anemone. I think Toxapex is crown of thorns.
Okay, next is hang on, I'm trying to I think I skipped over it.
Sorry.
It's all good. Berry.
Another S tier for me.
Hell yeah.
I like donkeys.
Okay, Mudsdale then.
S tier.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I would say that this is a very solid like horse Pokemon. Well, not horse, but like equine Pokemon, as compared to like the last equine Pokemon that I can remember, which is the zebra Pokemon from Black and White. But next is Dewpider.
It is kind of funny that we had no water bug types for the longest. Well, no, we had Skirskit. We had Skirskit. We had no fully evolved water bug types for the longest time, and then we got 2 evolution lines in the same region.
Yeah.
Of the water bug types, I like them, but to me, if I'm going to go water bug type, I'm going to go Listspot. So I say A tier. Well, actually, no. You're kind of derpy. I'm going to say B tier, and then for a Whackranid. Well, actually,
I want to put I want to put them like semi high because
I'm going to say Whackranid is A.
okay. I mean, I don't want to get. I don't want to put them lower because like as compared to Surskit, which gave up on the concept of a water spider like literally after its evolution, these guys stayed with it.
Yeah.
Next is Fomantis.
My only real critique of these guys is they should have been grass bug. Yeah, I know it's a 4 times weakness to 5. I don't care. They're mantises. I'm gonna say S tier. It and its evolution.
Evolution as well.
Especially because like this is another region. They have 2 pure grass lines.
Yeah. Well, also we kind of already have a bug grass type that's based off of a praying. Well, I think Levani.
No, that's
is Levani not based off of a praying mantis?
That's also based off of mantis, yeah.
Okay, so
well, I'm thinking of like if you're not gonna make it a grass type, you could have done maybe bug. Well, it's so based off of like, well, it's mimicry. So you could have done grass bug. You could have done. I'm trying to think of another typing that would work. Dark bug.
Dark bug would have been interesting. Or grass fighting.
Yeah, or bug fighting. Yeah.
I was gonna say grass fairy, but we're so Morlul.
These guys, they have the same typing as Among Us, right?
No, Among Us is grass poison. Morrill and Shinotic is grass fairy.
Yeah, are you sure?
I'm looking right now.
I could have swore they were poison type. Grass fairy, okay.
Yeah.
I always thought they were grass poison.
No, I thought they were grass poison as well because just how they look.
Like, I would say Morlo itself is probably an A tier design. Shinotic is
you're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, you're like a C tier.
Yeah, like you're not. You look. How do I put it? You look like a bat in Paris.
Salandit. I love Salandit itself. S tier.
Hell yeah.
It's fire, it's poison, it's got the unique ability, I believe it's like called corrosion, so it's able to hit steel types.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Well, not necessarily.
Boy, they rank its evolution up in furry category.
You would have put Salazzle in the furry category? So C tier?
I'm gonna say B tier, because yeah.
I mean, Salazzle isn't a bad Pokemon. It just has the...
So I guess here's my critique with Salazzle.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more forgiving of it being such furry if it was not a gender-specific evolution.
That's fair.
If you can have a femboy Salazzle, it would have to like A tier.
Or counterpoint, if there was a male-specific evolution that was just as horny.
Sure.
Okay, next. Oh god, these guys.
Stuffle and Beware. I like Stuffle more than Beware. I'm gonna say Stuffle is B tier.
B for Bam, it's Stuffle. And Bewar?
Are these normal fighting?
Bewar, yeah, they're both normal fighting.
I thought they were fairy fighting for the longest time. Bewar, C tier.
Yeah, I kind of have problems with Bewar because isn't their whole thing just like, oh, it's cute, but it'll kill you?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite.
Although in the anime, it does have a lot of characterization of like it joins Team Rocket.
Yeah.
But is like overly protective of them because they saved its child one time, and now it's like you are now also my child.
Okay, next Bonsweet.
I like Bonsweet's sign, A tier.
Oh, this was the other grass-only type that you were talking about. Steenie.
Also A tier.
Okay, Tesserina. S tier.
If you want to put it in S tier, I'm not going to stop
this
you.
isn't because she's a cunty queen. It's just overall she's a really good Pokemon.
Okay, my thing is like, man, this generation was just like, let's make sexy humanoid Pokemon.
There was a lot of sexy humanoid Pokemon.
You got Sterini, you got Salazzle, you got Incineroar, you got Primarina to an extent, yeah.
You got Shinot. You have Shinot.
This ain't even getting into. This ain't getting into the Ultra Beast later on.
I guess Lackenrock Midnight.
Man, this generation is furry, man.
I not to be weird, but Minirina is like all the porn I've seen of this guy has been pocket pussy porn. Like I'm gonna. I feel like you're very disappointed in me.
Notice how we didn't mention Gumshoes. Because it's not sexy, even though it's vaguely humanoid.
Well, I've seen some people draw like you know like porn of it, but it's very meh to me, you know. Comfy.
I like you A tier.
Hell yeah. You have a thing for just like straight fairy types.
I thought that was fairy grass.
No, Comfy is just fairy.
It's made of flowers. Okay.
Technically, it's based off of
a Rangaroo S tier.
And also up there in the horny humanoid-esque Pokemon.
I mean, I don't ever see it as humanoid, but then again, that's orangutans are already so humanoid.
Passimian.
I like you, not quite as much as a Rangaroo, but you're grass fighting A tier.
Chris, I got bad news.
It's normal fighting, isn't it?
No, it's just fighting.
Just pure fighting?
It's
okay.
pure fighting, yeah.
Oh, wait, was Rangaroo... I believe is it just pure psychic, or is it something
Rangaroo's normal psychic.
Okay, then why did I think you were normal something else?
I don't know.
Wimpod, S tier.
Wimpod, hell yeah.
And Golisopod, S tier. And again, with Golisopod, we're doing another...
just because this happened recently, it's fresh in my mind.
I'm tempted to make a furry tier.
We might do that in the future. Actually, we don't really have much of a future because we only have one more Pokemon tier list after this, don't we?
Fuck it, make a furry tier.
Okay, fuck it. Okay. furry. Well, we'll just make F furry. And then let me move all the furry bait down there. Even Tessarita?
Sure. I don't think Oranguru counts.
Okay, well, Tessarita doesn't count either.
No, Tessarita counts.
Damn you. Does Glociopod count?
What do we want to do for a tier? Just do what we were doing earlier.
I think doing what we were doing is better.
Okay.
Fuck, I forgot where. C tier?
Yeah.
Was this D tier?
Yeah.
Was this
B tier?
B tier? S tier? And then Primarina was
S tier as well.
S tier, yes. Oh yeah, I remember. And then we'll just go back to F. Okay, next is.
You need to get U-Block or Origin.
Shut your mouth.
I did download it eventually, and it was like, God damn, this is blocking so much. This is helping so much.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real honest. Sandygast, I was kind of disappointed in when I got it.
I mean, it doesn't have a neat ability where it's like, it's something where like it's a ground type of hit with water attack, it boosts its defense or something.
Yeah, which is kind of different because I know there's a lot of like I know some electric types have like Electrifier or whatever, where like if you're hit with an electric type move, your speed goes up or something. Same thing with Flash Fire. So water compaction. Yeah, I what isn't the what's the word? Isn't the competitive play to have like a Palo Sand and then just like have one of your water types
Use surf,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of Sandygast?
Like you said, it's a bit underwhelming. It's got some crazy art. No, its evolution does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say B tier.
B tier? Okay. Okay, now Palo Sand.
Palo Sand's a neat concept. I say S tier. This is another one that kind of feels like it could have just been a single stage.
Mm-hmm.
Pukamuku! You keep bringing up flashlights, and
I mean, nature's fleshlight is a sea cucumber.
What is this one? Oh, pure water type?
Pukamuku is a pure water type, yes.
A tier.
Hell yeah.
And we say flashlight and sea cucumbers, there's fish that...
Can you repeat that? You cut out for a second.
There's fish that straight up live inside of sea cucumbers.
Damn.
Okay, so this is... I like type null. I like how it's like an art. Damn, does it and its evolution could have just been the same as Pokemon.
Same Pokemon, but like Unleashed versions?
Yeah. I'm going to say type null, you get S tier, and then your evolution gets A tier, because it's like, man, you are just type null, but like, without being bound.
Yeah.
Meteora, I like how it's got all of the different colors.
Yeah.
I want to say S tier. I like cool rock types.
No, I get that. This was a Komala. I thought... What's the word?
Is it the koala or is it the stump that's alive? You decide.
I'm sorry, what? Is that a thing?
There's a theory that like the stump's actually because the koala never actually wakes up.
Ah.
It's a koala Pokemon. B tier.
Hell yeah. For Bam, it's a Babwala.
Turtuganator. I've never used you. I always thought you were cool. I want to say S tier.
Hell yeah. It's what.
It's just by the time you get them in the game, usually.
Yeah, have you ever noticed a lot of Pokemon that are what's the word, that are advertised like in the in stuff? You don't really get until like late in the game, because that's the problem with Drampy as well, which is coming up.
I mean, granted, they're both dragons. But
yeah. Togedemaru.
I forget what you're based off of.
I am assuming a porcupine.
I think it's neat that you're steel type. B tier.
Yeah, which is different from other Pokemon ripoffs, where they're just pure electric most of the time.
And then here's your favorite Pokemon. We already know where it's going.
Mimikyu, S tier. It's a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
Here, let me scroll down to find the.
There were people who are like, it's the end all be all to the Pika clones, and there were 2 more Pika clones.
So I forgot this Pokemon came from
Well,
Alola.
depending on how you count, 4 more.
Brushix.
Is it just pure water or is it water psychic?
It's water psychic.
Oh, it's neat. It's ugly in a fun way. It's ugly in a drag queen way. A tier.
Is it based off a specific fish?
It's based off of the. I used to be able to do this because I used to sell aquarium fish, and honestly, if I didn't have to work at Petco to sell aquarium fish, I'd probably do it again because I actually enjoyed the job when I wasn't dealing with Petco's bullshit. It's based off of the Picasso puffer, I want to say.
You know what? I'm not gonna.
No, Picasso triggerfish.
All right, hang on. I'm almost to Brushix.
Also known as the Lagoon triggerfish, or as. Hold on a second.
Oh, actually, so it is a triggerfish. However, it's the reef triggerfish. The state fish of Hawaii.
Yeah, okay, no. Sorry, I keep mistaking because the Picasso triggerfish and the reef triggerfish similar looking. Or it's also known as rectangular triggerfish, the wedge-tail triggerfish, or the huma, or the humu una kunu kau powell, or the humu for short.
So I looked at its naming origins, and it's a combination of bruxism and fish. Do you want to know what bruxism is?
Drugs.
It's excessive teeth grinding or jaw clenching.
Why is it a psychic type?
I think it's because of the psychedelic. Its colorful palette resembles some styles of stereotypical psychedelic art. Its signature ability suggests it's also related to dazzle camouflage. But next is Drampa.
Grandpa Dragon S tier.
Yeah. I've seen some good porn of you where you are a grandpa dragon with a gut, so that's kind of hot.
I thought you were going to say something about, like, he deep throats that like a chain.
Jesus Christ. Delmise.
It's neat that it's, like, it's ghost grass, right?
Uh-huh.
I think it would have been neat if it was grass steel, but ghost grass is kind of interesting. I think A tier.
A tier?
Yep.
Yeah, so the reason why it's ghost grass is because it's based on a cluster of seaweed holding together the anchor and helm of a wrecked ship. Conceptually, it may be based on various legends of ghost ships, such as the Flying Dutchman, a ghost ship cursed to eternally sail the seas. Delmise's behavior may be a reference to 2 famous captains in classic literature. Captain Ahab, the main protagonist in Harriman Melville's Moby Dick, that dies tied to his own harpoon while trying to kill a whale, and the captain of the ghost ship Demeter, that's in Bram Stoker's Dracula. The type of seaweed it is based on is possibly Codium fragile, also known as Dead Man's Fingers. Concept of a seaweed-based monster is reminiscent of the works of William Hops Hodgson, particularly his Sargasson's Sea Stories. It may also draw inspiration from giant and colossal squids, which are preyed upon by sperm whales. But yeah, those are my random facts about this Pokemon. Okay, Jangumo.
I like this guy the most. I want to say S tier.
Okay, Hakamo.
Okay, you are a little low tier.
A tier. And then finally, I feel like you're gonna have the most to say about this guy, Kumo-o.
And that was Kakamoto.
Kakamo'o, sorry.
A tier.
A tier?
Yep.
Okay. Uh,
Don't understand why it's bipedal, but yeah.
what's it based off? Hang on, let me see what it's based off of.
Crow Dragon.
Appears to be based on the theropod dinosaur with some traits from the Ankylosaurus. It may also be based on a monk. But yeah, Komodo dragon overall. Okay, next is Tapu Koko. Wait, we're getting into the Tapus.
Honestly, I like all the Tapus S tier.
Hell yeah. Tapu Koko. Tapu Lele. Hang on. Tapu Bulu. Also known as the Beefcake.
Beefcake.
And then Tapu Fini. Okay. And Cosmog.
It's Nebby.
Get in your fucking bag.
G for getting the fucking bag.
We don't have G.
I want to say Nebby gets an A tier or B tier.
Let's do A because I feel like we have thoughts and opinions on its next evolution.
You literally do nothing, and you weigh like let's go with D tier.
Hell yeah.
Your jewelry.
Next, okay, so I like how with Solgaleo and Luna, Nebby is, like, you know, like you can still see parts of Nebby, like, in the eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I will say that despite getting Solgaleo, I always preferred Lunala.
that's fair. I think Lunala is just more interesting, what's the concept and design-wise?
I think Solgaleo gets same tier as Nebby, but Lunala gets S tier.
That's fair. Also, I remember the shiny form of Luau, being really fucking cool. It was like a red motif and stuff. Okay, now we're into the Ultra Beasts.
Okay, some of these I like, some of
Well, how do you feel about Niligo?
You got a unique typing. Besides that, you just kind of this jellyfish thing. B.
That's fair. Also, like, what's the word? I remember before Sun and Moon came out, and when we first saw this, and then we saw her like side by side with the main female character of the game. Not like the player character, but what's her name?
Lily?
Yeah. People were like theorizing and stuff, but then at the end of the day, it's just like, oh no, Lily's mom is just a freak and probably based her clothing off of this thing.
Also, it's insane to me that you don't actually fight Lucamine in the games.
You mean where you fight like a possessed version of her, but you don't fight...
You fight a version where she is like possessed / possessing this Pokemon. I forget the name. And you battle her, but she just throws out a team of regular Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, of all the times to punch a person in the face directly, this is the time.
You know what's even weirder? Lucami is so you know how the
and you can't even say like, oh, it would be too complex to animate the battle. They already made a custom model for her. Just have her have the stats of Gaga.
Yeah,
and just do that.
You know what's even weirder? In the Rainbow Rocket sub story after you finish the game, she's not even the bad guy from the Aether Foundation that you fight. It's the fucking green dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Also, Lucami's like how do I put it? Her character personality is very interesting based from the game versus the anime, because in the game she's really fucking creep. She's a fucking creep and like actually abusive, but then in the fucking anime, she's just a quirky mom that likes Pokemon a little too much. She still loves her kids.
Meanwhile, in the games, it's implied that she starves her children.
Yeah. Buzzswole. How do we feel about this bitch?
You know where I want to put it. Where do you want to put it?
I kind of want to put it in B.
Where do you want to put Buff Eggman?
I have no strong feelings about Buzzswole. I think it's an interesting Pokemon. Look, it's bug fighting, which isn't bug fighting's not a super common typing.
I want to say, personally, I'd put it in D, but if you want to put it higher, we can go C.
Yeah, we'll do C. Okay. How do we feel about the other bug fighting that got introduced? Ferrosamon.
D.
Damn. Okay, time for more fucking names I can't fucking pronounce. Xerxitry.
I do like that you're just cables. B.
B? Yeah, I think I think when you go Ultra Beast hunting post game, the location that you go to like pick them up is like a high rise with a bunch of like telephone poles and stuff, which is really creepy. Celestial, Leah.
See, now you're at the part of like these are supposed to be otherworldly aliens that I kind of vibe with. A tier.
A tier. I think this is supposed to be based off of the fucking what's the word? The one Japanese myth, the Princess Kaguya. Yeah, the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Because you know she. Celestia her arms look a lot like bamboo, and she also looks like a rocket ship, which is how Princess Kaguya gets back to the moon. And yeah, next Pokemon, Kartana.
Also same tier, A tier.
A tier. Okay. Guzzlord.
A tier.
A tier.
It's also one of the few Pokemon in the series to have a confirmed canonical kill count.
Oof.
It's killed multiple people.
Back on the talk of porn, I saw somebody who drew a pretty beefy Ginkaka of Guzzlord and Buzzswole.
We're never gonna be monetized.
I'm not. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it down.
It's alright.
Also, the Pokemon that I would not have fucking guessed would be the air quote like secondary like the secondary legendary type in a Pokemon game. Necrozama.
I don't like this guy.
Sorry, I've been told it's pronounced Necrozma.
Actually, no. I like you less than the one. D.
Oof, damn. Yeah, just, like. So I understand the like Necrozma's supposed to be like perfect dark, right? Like
Infinite black, yeah.
Yeah, but hang on, sorry, I'm looking.
Right, this is coming from someone who's never played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Oh, I haven't played a whole lot of it either, but I could hypothetically go back and actually play it. Okay, Magarina. Magearna, yeah, sorry.
Let's go with... I really like your design. I don't know if you're necessarily S tier, but A tier.
Isn't her shiny form based on... Oh, wait, no. She has like, a original shiny form, but then she has, like, a form that you can get...
Special one, yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm never gonna fucking get.
Marshadow.
You're
S'more. C tier.
You're also fighting Ghost. I thought you were Grass Ghost for some reason. What does Technician do?
I
Hang
don't know why that's the fighting ghost type we get, but okay.
on.
Poi Pole! You were kind of too human for me at first, then you get less human, so I'm going to say you get a B tier for baby.
It kind of it kind of looks like what's the word? I feel like it's supposed to be like the Ultra. I don't remember the whole story of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but like we have like Rotom and stuff. I think this is supposed to be like their version of Rotom or something without it
I
actually.
thought it was their starter.
Probably, I don't know. The Poison Dragon one.
S tier.
Yeah. Naganadel.
It's a giant hypodermic needle.
That's also a dragon. Oh, and now
Stackataka.
Stackataka. Are you fucking kidding me?
We're going. This is an A tier for me.
You know what? That's fair. As long as you don't get upset at my with the next one. But okay. I think Bucephalon is an interesting character design.
I think it's funny how it blows up its own head. I also think it's funny that people realize that you could teach that move where it blows up its own head to Smeargle, and they were like curious of like what's gonna fucking happen when it does this, and then Smeargle did it, and it's like, oh, it just apparently carries the decapitated head of Bucephalon around with it, and then uses that to explode.
Jesus Christ,
which is funny.
Yeah. So I also think Bucephalon is where that creepy Primarina design went to, because Bucephalon may be based on clowns or circus performers, based on its behavior of startling people in order to drain them of their vitality. It may take its inspiration from the evil clown trope, clown face Nebula. Also, removing its head can be related to the yokai, the Neku Yukabi. I don't think I said that right. Or the Doulahan.
I want to say A tier.
A tier? Okay. Also, they're direct counterparts of each other. Stackataka and Bucephalon are technically direct, like compare and contrasting, because Stackataka I think has the best defense, and then has crazy attack power. Zorora, another furry. Zeraora.
Let's go C.
That's fair.
You're just like an electric cat mongoose
yeah, thing. The fact that you're a mystic like Pokemon that you can only get in like what's the word? Mystery gifts. It pisses me off.
Hey, there's the other Lycanroc.
Oh, there it is. Where did we want to put it?
I thought we put it at the same tier as Rockruff.
Oh, Rockruff. We put Rockruff in A, though.
We put Rockruff in B. I see it right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Meltan.
So these are Alola Pokemon air, because they are from Pokemon Go.
Yep.
As far as Pokemon Go goes, they're kind of neat. I don't understand why Meltan just has wires sticking outside of him. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. I want to say C tier for both of them.
That's fair.
I kind of just like meh.
Meltan and Yeah, like you know, the fact that you can only get it in Pokemon Go and then you can only evolve it in Pokemon Go seems very shitty. Anyway, we're on to the Alola versions of Pokemon. Let's start off with the elephant in the room, Alola Executor.
Based. Let's go A tier.
A tier, hell yeah.
Tall fucking boy.
Was it ever explained why it's a fucking dragon type?
Nope. It's explained why it like grows so tall, which makes sense. But like,
oh wait, hey, let's.
Alola Rattata is S tier.
Hell yeah.
Alola Raticate is A tier.
That's fair. Question: Is a side effect of installing uBlock having these random bouts of lag stopping? Because that would actually be really great.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I might look into uBlock later. Uh, Alola and Meowth.
Gay Meowth gets S tier.
Hey, this was also the start of the.
Barfield gets A tier.
This is also the start of my issue with the Meowth line moving forward. Because almost every...
Only happened twice.
Has it only happened twice so far?
Yeah, because there's been this Meowth, and there's been Galarian Meowth. That's it.
Oh yeah, I guess that's it. For some reason I thought Paldea had a... Oh no, because Galarian Meowth was running around in Paldea for some reason. Alolan...
Honestly, S tier for all three of these.
That's fair. Actually, I don't think I've ever asked you the question, but what are your thoughts on regional variants of Pokemon?
I think they can work if you're doing it for like Pokemon that are kind of forgotten about. And I think they can work in moderation. I think there's some that we've gotten alternate forms of, and they're like Pokemon that like, but you didn't need this.
Yeah, like I would say that Rattata and Raticate definitely like benefited from regional variants. Same with like Sandslash and Sandshrew. But like fucking Raichu, did Raichu really need one?
Yeah, Raichu didn't need one. At least in this gen, and then like we jump over to Galar, and it's like it had something else about. No, is it Galar or is it Hisui where it's just like, okay, Zora and Zoroark are neat. Did they need a regional specific form?
From Hisui?
Yeah.
Probably not. Also...
It's like Quillfish gets one, sure. Like Stantler gets an evolution, cool. And then it's like Ursaring? Ursaring's alright. Ursaring gets 2, okay. That's kind of funky.
Does Ursaring get 2? Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm looking.
Yeah, because it gets Ursaluna and then Blood Moon.
Well, I kind of count those to be the same thing because it's
they have very different movesets and playstyles.
Lame. Also, why do the legendary bird trio from Kanto get Galarian versions? Like,
yeah, that's not one of like if you're doing like I don't get regional forms of legendaries.
Well, I think what's the word?
And I especially now, granted, this is more like a typical form, I guess. I especially hated the horses. I had Dialga and Palkia horse mode. I did not care for those.
Okay, let's keep on track. Galarian Marowak.
S tier.
Oh yeah, yes. This is a Poggers design.
As much as saying like Raichu didn't really need it, I guess maybe I can kind of justify it as everyone picks Pikachu and not original Raichu, but no one picks this Raichu either. So A tier for I'm surfing.
Yeah, I understand. Like they're trying to like oh, Surfing Pikachu was like a fun thing. Let's make a Surfing Raichu. Oh, we forgot to do Wishy-Washy's like colossal form.
Also Esther.
Oh yeah, okay.
So are these guys just pure ice or are they ice steel?
Hang on, let me scroll back up. They're ice steel.
Okay, I like these two. S tier.
S tier, hell yeah. What are you hoping from the new Arceus game, Zeta A or whatever the fuck it's called?
I hope we get some more Pokemon, and I hope we get that Floette finally.
Oh god, yeah, I would love that version of Floette. I would love to see it turn into its final evolution, how it would look in its final evolution.
Or even like you're able to actually get it in game.
Yeah, yeah,
It was supposed to be like a regional distribution event that never happened.
yeah. It never. Yeah, it was so weird.
I also think maybe exploring the beginnings of Mega Evolution would be neat.
I think that might be what's happening. Uh, I think at the end of the day, for Pokemon Legends of Arceus Zeta A, we're gonna dive into the war that happened. You know, the war that Az had to harness the power of Zarnus or Velveta to fuck everything up. I think that's what we're gonna dive into, or like the aftermath.
The power of Velveeta Cheese.
Velveeta Cheese, yeah, the lesser known Pokemon. Vulpix and Ninetales. How do we feel about
S tier.
Hell yeah. Yeah, honestly, Alola had some pretty S tier. Uh,
We say that as we arrive on the S tier.
huh? Oh wait,
These
oh,
the Diglets aren't S tier.
Diglets aren't S tier?
Yeah, they don't do enough to earn S tier in my mind. I want to say Diglets often get B tier, but Doug Trio gets like C tier.
Yeah.
You just put wigs on.
Yeah. What is the okay? Hang on. What is? I'm gonna look at Alolan Doug Trio.
It's based off of volcanic, which is like a filament of rock that can form in lava flows, which is a neat idea, but not for an entire regional evolution.
Hey, I'm checking. Its shining gold hair provides it with protection. It's reputed that keeping any of its fallen hair will bring bad luck. So it also harps on, because I don't know if it's like a specific island or a specific location in Hawaii, but if you take like something from that location, you are going to be cursed until the end of your fucking life unless you return it.
Yep.
These Pokemon... Wait, hang on. Moon. These Pokemon are cherished in the Alola region, where they are thought to be feminine deities of the land incarnate. Interesting.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Salon.
Okay, next is...
So Alolan Grimer, I say A tier. Alolan Muck is S.
Gotcha. Are these just based off of oil slicks?
Yep.
Well, wasn't Muck inherently based off of an oil slick?
No, that was just based off of sludge.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
And they also have the thing of, like, apparently they're less toxic. They recycle. And they're like a natural form of recycling. Which is neat.
But yeah, my final thought on like regional types, focusing on Pokemon that didn't get a lot of spotlight in the past is really good, and also I like a regional variant is supposed to, I feel like it's supposed to have a lot of change, because you know it grew up in a different region, so like these kind of these Pokemon make sense.
I do like the idea of regional variants, especially when it's like they were dual type, or I guess you can go sometimes monotype to begin with. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
And they gain a second type, or they change out their second type. So for like the Geodude line, they are still rock, but they trade out ground for electric, which makes them pretty unique. Now, Marowak becomes fire and ghost, which I think it may have been neat to do fire and ground or ground and ghost, but I can see why it does such drastic change. Vulpix and Ninetales go from fire to fairy and ice. I don't know how they would try and balance fire and ice, but I think that would have been neat. Ground and ice would have been neat for Sandslash and Although I do like Steel Ice for combo.
Mm-hmm.
And then Muck is dark poison now, right?
Yes, Muck is dark. Yeah,
Gain the dark type.
Grimer and Muck are poison dark.
Which I don't necessarily understand how recycling is dark. I think that may have made him poison fairy, if anything, but I'm not going to fight against it. Are Rattata and Raticate pure dark now, or are they normal dark?
Rattata and Radic, they are normal dark. No, dark normal.
That's neat. They gain their dark typing. What about Meowth and Persian?
Both Meowth and Persian lose the normal typing and go for dark.
See, I don't like that as much.
Hey, I want to read up on Alolan and Muck real fast. Give me a second.
And then Raichu gains the psychic type. Diglett and Dugtrio gain the steel type. And then Executor drops psychic type.
So I'm reading some things real fast. Let's see. Yeah, that's correct.
I remember there was a big speculation for like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. There were more Alolan forms, and I'm kind of sad we did it because there was a cool one where they were like, what if Weezing and Arbok get some love? Because some of the other Team Rocket Mons got love, like Muck and Grimer and Meowth. And the ideas were it was going to be fire poison for Weezing, and it was going to be like a volcano like eruption, like where they billow like the clouds of smog. And then there was going to do water poison for Arbok, and it was going to be a sea snake.
Well, Weezing eventually got a regional,
which is fun. I do like Weezing.
Yeah. Also, I don't think like it's implying that recycling is innately like there's anything evil about recycling with the poison dark Muck. It's more just like oil spill. I like oil spills and stuff on the ocean. Those are kind of bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, this is our tier list for.
In that case, I would have made it poison water. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you win some and you lose some at that Pokemon. I don't know what to tell you, but this is our S tier, and this is our A tier. I kind of want to go back and finish Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon now, because the problem with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is that I chose to race to finish Sun and Moon before it came out, and then I got it without.
I think it would be granted. I would have to download like an emulator because I don't own a 3DS anymore. But I think we need to do an Ultra Sun Ultra Moon trade challenge where we pick each other's teams for each other.
I think that would be fun. But we would have to actually pick actual Pokemon, like no being ha he he joke Pokemon. You know what I mean?
All right. In that case, you will get Shiinotic.
And I don't mind that.
And you will have to deal with Shiinotic.
Okay, what's wrong with dealing with Shiinotic? Is it just
you will lose your soul.
But yeah, that's been this episode. I don't know how we forgot to do Alola, because I feel like between the two of us, the Alola region was kind of our favorite.
I think it was our favorite because it was the time we played through a Pokemon generation
it was
together.
Yeah,
because then Dexit happened. I didn't want anything to do with Galar.
What's the word? This was definitely the first time we did Pokemon together, because when X and Y came out, you didn't have a 3DS, did you?
Not when it first came out, no.
Yeah.
I went through and played because you gave me your old one, and I went through and played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah. I did also give you my copy of Omega Ruby,
Yeah.
but I also had a copy of Alpha Sapphire, but I don't know where that went.
I don't know either.
Actually, I don't know where my X and Y.
I remember you actually it was years ago, but you were like freaking out of like, did I give you my Alpha Sapphire? And I'm like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, I'm 90% sure I did. And you're like, and I'm like, no, you gave me Ruby because it matched the 3DS that you gave me.
Yeah,
Because the one you got me was the 3DS, but it was the red with Kyogre Groudon on it.
yeah. So I think I might have. I think I know what might have happened to, because besides those games, I think a couple others went missing, and I think I know what happened to them. It involves a certain individual that we.
Because I did have a blue 3DS Pokemon game, but I'm 90% sure that was X.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon X, yeah. Because I didn't like Yveltal.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Or wait, no, that. No, the timelines still aren't matching. No, wait, okay. Yes, I do. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head. I do definitely remember buying a 3DS, like a new 3DS for myself, and giving you my old one once everything was transferred over.
And then I remember, we also did a challenge when they did the virtual console for Gen 1. And I remember you and I did a challenge, which I won by default because you never completed it.
I think I can't just
Because we were like, we had to do teams, but we couldn't use our starter, and we had to do like something funky.
I can't really dispute that because the last time I checked my downloads for my 3DS, I did have Pokemon Yellow, so that might have been something. But how do I put it? I'm gonna be real honest. I don't really like Pokemon challenges. I innately think like if you like Nuzlocks, then that's good for you. Gold star for very good job. I think Nuzlocke are asinine. Like I hate to say it.
Well, I've been exploring the realm of. I like the concept of a trade lock
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, oh, you have to use Pokemon that other people gave you that you normally wouldn't use. And then I also like the idea of doing niche stuff like monotype runs
Mm-hmm.
or uh, generation lag, like we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, okay, and basically the thing is like, it doesn't fundamentally change play the game, but it does change in terms of like you normally wouldn't do this.
You know what? Maybe sometime in the future I'll try a what's the word? I'll try a Nuzlocke or something just to see how it goes.
But yeah, you might actually like monotype runs. I don't know, where it's like, can you beat Hoenn only using dark types?
Probably not because I don't think Hoenn really has a lot of dark types.
Well, you have My Hyena, you have Sharpedo, you have Absol, Crawdon.
Yeah, I guess that's a couple.
Yeah.
Can I double up on Pokemon?
I think if there's, I guess it depends on what type you're doing. When I try and do monotype runs, I'm like, okay, I'm allowed to have one of every type of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's only like 3 Pokemon in a region of that type, I'm allowed to double up or use a previous gen's mon. So long as it's the same type.
But yeah, now I'm kind of down to try and play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon again, and I do have those somewhere. I just gotta find them. But yeah, that's been this episode. We only have one more tier list to do. That's for Scarlet and Violet, which at the end of the day, I don't think the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, like the Pokemon from there, is very long, is it?
I would say there's some that are good, but a lot of them just aren't memorable.
Yeah. Well, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.